Hey everyone, welcome back. So in the last video, we saw this job being created by us in the Databricks workflows, and this job contains two concurrent jobs and have a serial dependency on both jobs, where the fact orders refresh depended on the completion of the dim customers job and the dim products job. So today I will talk about a new feature that the Databricks workflows recently included, and it is about the triggering. So we have a new type of a trigger. So if we go here and if we select the type of triggers, so this one, table update trigger. So we will test this new feature. So let's hit execute on this one. So table update. What this says is this job does not have any failure notifications. Consider adding an email or a webhook notification to alert if the trigger evaluation fails. So we won't do anything big here, but let me create one table update trigger. So this is our lake house. In the silver, I'm creating a sample table, and our trigger will be based upon this table. So basically, we are just creating a trigger tests table into our silver schema of our catalog, and this is just select one as trigger number. So I will go back to my job and point this trigger to that table. So let me copy the table name from here. So see, it says our table. So let's add it, and then let's just hit the advanced tab. So minimum time between triggers. This is an optional functionality that we can add. For the time being, I won't add it, but let's see in action how this trigger works. So I'll save it here, and now it says job is updated. Let's go back to our notebook. Let me add some code here. Insert into our table. So see, I inserted 2 as trigger number and one row is affected. Let's go back to our job and let's see if the trigger actually works. So just give it a moment. The catalog internally will let you see how the job works. So we see trigger status is what no trigger run. But if I hit refresh here, and now see that run automatically appears here. So meaning whenever an update was established or identified by the system internally, so job was triggered. So this is the new update of a table update. So in our data model, whenever we want to automatically detect some updates on some table and trigger a job based on that, this is a very good feature for that purposes. So imagine our table is a sort of a landing table where data lands up automatically. So we want our job or the further layers refreshes based on that table. So this feature comes in handy in those cases. So this is how our new feature works. Okay, let's talk about pros and cons of this feature. So the pro being we don't need any manual intervention to trigger the job. The system automatically detects any updates made to the table and it will automatically trigger the job. The downside or the con is that our compute is actively looking for the table refreshes of the particular table. So it's a trade-off between if we want our compute to run 24/7 monitoring this table, or if we want to manually or have a scheduled time interval for our triggers. So it's always a trade-off, but this feature will help in solving those business cases where we do not want to manually check for any updates on the table, and the job automatically runs or triggers when an update is made to a table. So in those cases, it can come in very handy, but totally depends on the business case. So in the end, I would like you to hit comment whether you would use this feature or any business case that you want to solve with this feature. And also please like and subscribe and share this with fellow data nerds. Thank you and see you in the next one.